So age verification now has ads promoting it ahead of Australia's December 10th social media ban. So for those of you guys that don't know, on December 10th, Australia is going to be banning social media for everybody who is under 16. And they're going to be using, you guessed it, age verification to verify the age of people on their platform. I've seen some conflicting reports on how they're going to do it. Some people are saying through ID. Other people are saying that they're going to have the whole AI age verification like YouTube does. But regardless, they're going to be spending $14 million on a huge advertisement blitz ahead of the December 10th start of laws prohibiting teens from accessing social media platforms. They have one that's, getting a little famous right now called For the Good of the Kids. Basically, Australia's version of it's for the kids, as they always say in the UK and America. The ads are going to be everywhere: TV, radio, digitally, so on the internet and on billboards and stuff. These laws will not mean perfection, but they will mean a significant and meaningful difference, Communications Minister Annika Wells said on Tuesday morning after meeting with students at the East Doncaster Secondary College in Melbourne. Well, let's go ahead and see what kind of ad it is. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for you guys right now.
For the good of Kirsty. For the good of Lucy and Anya. For the good of Sam. For the good of Holly. For the good of Noah. For the good of their well-being. From December 10, people under the age of 16 will no longer have access to social media accounts. It's part of a new law to help keep under 16 safer online. For more details and to help you prepare, go to esafety.gov.au. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
So it seems like the premise of their ad is kids are just always stuck on their phones and not able to interact with people in real life, which is why they're justifying the social media ban. Also in the ad, as you heard, they mentioned that they want to protect kids from seeing stuff that they shouldn't on the internet. Now, at first, this ban was to kids that were 13 and under, which I kind of actually agreed with. I mean, I don't think it should be mandated by the government, but I mean, if I had a 13-year-old, I wouldn't want them on social media, to be honest with you. But that would be my decision to make as a parent/guardian, right? I wouldn't want the government to get involved in my parenting. But the fact that they extended it to people who are 16 and under, that's pretty crazy, to be honest. Not only is it crazy because, obviously they're only a few years away from being an adult. I don't think using Instagram is actually like the worst thing for them, but, regardless. But it's the fact that the types of social media that they're going to be banning from the kids is what makes it weird. Like I said, some of them I kind of see their point and it makes sense. Things like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, but YouTube? They're going to ban the kids from using YouTube? I mean, I guess they can still use YouTube. They just can't make an account. But I don't know. I feel like that one is ridiculous because, yes, I know technically YouTube is a social media, but YouTube is so informational. I mean, when I was that age and I was 16, I learned so much from YouTube. Any little thing that I wanted to do, a tutorial how to do something, replacing a car tire, fixing something on my computer, fixing some electrical work in my house and stuff like that, I always use YouTube. And like I said, I guess the kids can still do that by using it if they're signed out, but they can't subscribe to creators. They can't leave comments. That definitely seems really extreme to me. So then we have to think, why? Why are they doing this, right? Well, as we all realize, they're doing it because of age verification, right? So they are going to be supposedly mandating IDs and other types of age verification, maybe AI age verification. So what does it all come back to? Just like on YouTube, just like on every other website, they want our information. They want to make sure that they are able to collect as much data as possible. And this is worldwide, guys. So don't think that this is, I don't live in Australia, so it'll be fine. Dude, everybody's implementing age verification. Yeah, not everybody's having, 16 and under people banned off of social media. That's a pretty extreme step that Australia has chosen to take. But don't think that because we don't live in Australia, that this won't be a problem. Remember that this whole Online Safety Act thing started in the UK and then it started spreading worldwide, America, Australia, everywhere. So don't think that because you don't live in a certain country and you see them implementing problematic laws that it won't affect you, especially in the internet space. These are situations where we need to fight back. I mean, for example, I live in California. I don't live in Texas, but I was really happy to see, and as I talked about in another video, that Texas is getting sued twice because of age verification law, because people are saying that it violates their First Amendment to freedom of speech. For those of you guys that somehow don't know, Texas is stopping people who are under 18 from downloading apps off of the App Store on Apple and Google. So you can't download an app without your parents' permission now. I mean, it's madness. And the fact that governments are now willing to pour money into this, $14 million on an ad campaign to basically just tell people, yeah, this is how it is, get used to it, make sure that you're going to give us your ID. or otherwise you're not gonna be able to use social media. And the people who presented this law and stuff, like this person over here, met with representatives from tech giants, including YouTube and TikTok, to discuss age verification tools and compliance. We, the government, are in lockstep about this policy, both the imperatives behind it policy-wise that I govern and the regulation of it that Julie Inman Grant governed, she said. I am confident they understand their obligations under Australian law and they will deliver upon their obligations, Ms. Wells said on Tuesday. If tech companies fail to comply, they could be hit with fines of up to $49.5 million. Honestly, that's nothing to most major tech companies, but if it piles up and they keep getting hit with fine after fine, then it could be pretty significant. The ban ropes in a number of high-profile platforms, including X, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat, and also YouTube. I don't know why they left out YouTube, the website that is more popular than these over here, but regardless, it follows a concerted push from psychologists and parents groups concerned about the impacts of social media on childhood development. So then just don't let your kids use social media. Why does that need to be mandated through laws? Parents groups, are you guys on crack? You literally control everything your kids do at that age. Dude, just take the phone away from them. Take the social media away from them. Like, what are you talking about? Why the hell, as a parent, do you need a country to mandate laws so you can do your damn job? Don't have kids if you're not going to be able to parent them properly. That's what I think. But regardless, at a hearing last year before the passage of the laws, Australian Parents Council Vice President Karen Robertson said, quote, swift and meaningful reform was needed to give children a life beyond screens. Or you could do your job as a damn parent and just handle that yourself. We've lost the power to parent, she said. Dude, oh my God. I'm going to lose it, guys. I'm going to lose it. No, you're just shitty parents. No, you didn't lose the power to parent. You just don't know how to discipline your children properly. If your kids are able to walk all over you and just use social media when you tell them not to, then that means that you're a shit parent. I mean, I know this might be a controversial take, but just fucking discipline your kids properly. Ms. Wells said there was a, quote, sense of gratitude from most of the students she met with about the looming ban. I think the gratitude is that this law applies to everybody and that everybody will face the same cultural expectation that kids are not to be online on a social media account between the ages of 13 and 16, she said. Like I said earlier, I actually get the 13 thing. That's a pretty young age. You just barely turn into a teenager. You don't really need social media at that time. But I think 16 is pretty crazy, at least from an educational sense. Like I said, when I was 16 years old, I learned a lot of stuff from especially YouTube specifically. So the fact that that's included in the social media ban is pretty sad. She added platforms were obliged to prepare for the December 10th D-Day and to notify teens that their accounts may soon be deactivated. My expectation is those things happen in the run up to December 10th, not after December 10th, she said. Well, our expectation, and when I say our, I mean the rest of the world, is that you guys could actually just parent your children instead of mandating these laws that may spread to the entire world, not just your guys' continent. As this other article from Modern Diplomacy says, the reason why this matters is because Australia's move marks a global first in regulating youth access to social media, positioning it as a test case for other democracies grappling with the mental health toll of digital platforms. So in layman's terms, this could be a bookmark for other countries to be like, you know what? Australia banned social media for people who are 16 and under. Why don't we do the same? I mean, shit, that's what everybody's doing with the UK. The UK introduced age verification and online safety, and a bunch of other major countries in the world just easily followed suit, almost like the UK controls everybody or something. There has been a little bit of pushback, though, from tech companies. Platforms like YouTube and Meta argue that policing users' age at scale could violate privacy norms and create new loopholes for misinformation and unsafe online behaviors. Now, I don't know when YouTube made that statement, but obviously that's very hypocritical considering they implemented age verification website wide. But in fairness, maybe they made that statement before they implemented their own age verification, especially in the United States. I mean, at the end of the day, YouTube is going to care more about what the United States does. So if the United States starts mandating age verification laws, they kind of have no choice but to follow suit. But apparently, and this is going to be the twist of the knife here for us, governments in Europe and North America are closely monitoring Australia's rollout, viewing it as a potential model for child safety legislation worldwide. Man, I really hope this type of stuff doesn't spread worldwide and every single website is going to have age verification through IDs now. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Australia is going to be banning social media for everybody who is 16 and under, and they are willing to spend millions of dollars justifying their age verification laws. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.